Get on the floor, tell them what we do. Everything activity is something that we produce. Cheer all day, make sure don't go to jail. But let the money spend, yeah, let them do their play. I'm a couple of students every one chicken say, Gogo Lioko, it's all classic. Let me know. You are chill, shaka, up your passenger. Sunday, we call it Sunday. What's the only different? When chicken say, Gogo Lioko, so pass it.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the real authority. Really can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, enemy you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must part to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
He said it when you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put in thought to each chicken.
Conversation is going deeper, trying to pour talk to eat chicken. That's a beautiful intro there for us. That's this they sponsor the Exodus Best Price Tour. Those of you listening, you're having that special occasion, graduation party, wedding reception. Whatever get together you're having, and you need alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages for that occasion, the best place to check out is Exodus Best Price Tour. They have 2 branches. One is on the Old Road, Smart Road Junction. The other one is downtown Monrovia on Gurley Street, where Chicken Sue used to live. All right, Gurley Street. They also run the entertainment spot there called Exodus Entertainment Center, where you all can also go and chill out on, special day. All right, so that's it. And we also have associated with the program, that's Cram Stopper Liberia. Cram Stopper Liberia is headed by old man Sam Sion. And we also have as our sponsor, Mayuba and Sons Incorporated, one of the big hands in the business of petroleum in this country. All right. They've been providing quality services to the people of Liberia for more than 20 years and stay in the business of doing that. So we say kudos to all of our sponsors for, giving us the opportunity to go back. So let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you are and following us. We want to welcome you to this edition of the Throwback. Every Friday, that's what we do. We come here, we talk about, the olden town days. So my name is the Terminator. Every Friday is our nickname. And those of you calling, you also have to use your nickname. So I'm the term. I'm here, and so I'm here with the man, Chicken Soup, who is all the way there in New York City. Chicken Soup, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Terminator. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Good morning, my good friends and brothers in the throwback world. Salam alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Welcome to the throwback Friday morning to Friday afternoon. We are here to have our saying, what we used to experience back in the days, you know. This is not a small children program. This, this is our program. People who coming from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and we stop right there. We stop right from the 80s. If and people who are growing up in the 80s, not people who were born in the 80s. If you are born in the 80s, please don't call. We know
Yeah.
people who born in the 70s, they can tell something about the 80s. We ain't talking say you were born in the 80s. Even if you were born in 1980, you still don't call because before the war, you will be only about 8 or 9 years. So yeah, listen and experience from take some experience from us. Take the listening role. It's all about fun. We are the only program. We are the only one our program like this in Mama Liberia on all the radio stations. If anybody,
Most especially about this time of the day.
exactly. So if anyone else got it, they're writing it from us. We started this from way, almost 8 years ago. We having this throwback. You know, Freedom FM started a lot of things, and this is one of their original program
Oh
that
yes.
when people bite on it.
One person I can really miss on the throwback is our ailing brother Nokofo.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember when we started the throwback. Uh, my man used to go into his library and bring out those songs that we didn't hear for years.
Yes, like I bone you
Mm-hmm.
super them.
Obono Super. As a matter of fact, he sent me all those songs. I never
Eh,
had them. All
so
right.
true.
He
Even
sent
me.
me. He sent me a terabyte, 1,000 megabyte, and he loaded that stuff to this. I'm telling you, the way he sent the stuff to me, it's like when you open a folder, you see the name Teddy Pendergrass, right?
Hmm.
All the albums that Teddy Pendergrass came up with, it will be there. You go, you see another one, Stephanie Mills. You will see all her albums. That's how he sent the stuff to me. Yeah, so I can really miss my man on the throwback. I'm telling you.
So true. We pray for him. I mean, God does a lot of wonder. So we
Yeah,
pray that he perform one of his wonder on Nokofu, our brother who used to be here. Well, he's still living though,
yeah,
but he's not to himself. Even if
yeah.
you visit him, he wouldn't
He wouldn't
really
he wouldn't even know that's you.
exactly.
Hmm. At
We
least
have
if
a
we can one more time get the chance to speak with him before he take his final breath. But his condition is so deplorable. Yeah, I
mhm.
don't know, man. But we are not God, though. God works in a mysterious way. So I'm quite sure at his own time, you know, our brother can come back and share those memories with us. But we actually miss him on the throwback.
Yep. So guys, if you are there, you this is the weekend, working weekend today. We know you preparing for your night, whatever this is a graduation week. I mean graduation month. This month and next month, we have a lot of graduation party.
On
Even
Friday, plenty of people can run away from their offices.
I know
Mhm.
they can be praying for Friday to come anyway.
Yeah.
But
Friday, today is prayer day for the Muslims. So you don't find a lot of them, going to work. Even if they go to work, they wouldn't spend all of the time there because they got to go pray. After praying, you got to go catch up with other things. So most Fridays, the offices are just empty.
the Friday prayer it only take 1 hour or even
Mhm.
less.
Yeah, so people go. So some people go around 12:30 or 12:45, and they come back 2 o'clock.
Like I have to be in my mosque 1 o'clock, and I can be out of there before 2.
Okay, so it's like when you done with the throwback, you still got time before you go to pray.
It's just 7 o'clock here, and our prayer time is 1 o'clock.
Okay, so you see, you got like three,
Yeah,
4 more hours, to go to pray.
I got 5 hours.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, when from here I gotta go back to bed.
Mm-hmm.
If it was not because of the throwback, I'll be in bed because I'm off on Friday.
It was not because of you, I would have been out of here today. But when you
Yeah,
told me, The throwback now, like you said, we shouldn't be making a throwback lazy like we used to do before. Sometimes Friday we wouldn't come, and so
Some of the reason why we were a little bit reluctant on the Friday throwback because you used to have guests, and it was not a throwback guest. They had their own agenda and that and that. So we respected that. It was
and
not that.
remember too, one time you left the show for some time. All right, so
That was my vacation time.
yeah,
That we
your vacation time, and but you were
but
never coming on the show. You
but
were
it
never,
doesn't stop the show. The
you were,
show gets to go on
yeah,
without.
but the throwback, that's a group thing. Having one person on the throwback, it's not easy. So that's why most of the time I was not here on Friday. But you see, everybody coming by now, so I gotta be here. If I'm not here, we'll host the throwback. That's why I'm here.
Yes,
We're just here a few hours and we are back together.
but it's all good. We are back. You know, and we want to take this time to tell some of our brothers who are listening to this program that in the NBA we got a prominent Liberian that we all know, born by two Liberian parents, now being drafted just 2 days ago, couple of days ago, to the OKC Thunder. So, okay, 18 years old boy. He's from the Peter. His father name is Peter Sopo.
So
Sobo.
The OKC Thunder is the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah,
Just for your information. Back to you, Tunis, chicken soup.
exactly. So they are the current champion. They took the NBA championship
Mm-hmm.
game
Mm-hmm.
went the seven game,
Mm-hmm.
and they were lucky. As soon the game started in the first quarter, uh, Indiana Pacer, they went to final with Indiana Pacer. Their big man got injury in the first 7 minutes. So you were out of the game. You were out of the entire game. And I don't think he will even start the next year because the injury that he sustained was very, very severe. But with all of that, I believe Turner was going to win the game, whether he was there or not. Because our seventh game to play, they play the game play in the home of Thunder. And basketball, most of the time, home court advantages always apply.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So my belief, if I were going to bet, I was going to bet on the Thunder, OKC.
Because you are
Okay.
sure of them winning. You are sure of them winning the title.
Yes. And this is their fresh
Mm-hmm.
championship
Yeah.
since they moved to Oklahoma. But this is their second championship in the franchise history. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, 1979, they took a championship. But at that time, they were in Washington State, not Washington, D.C.
DC.
Washington State, they were in Seattle. They were called Seattle Supersonic. That was their name. And then someone bought them and moved them to Oklahoma.
And they
And since
became
they moved there, I think they moved
the
there
Thunders.
2008, if I'm not mistaken. So since they moved there, this is their second championship now in the franchise was Oklahoma first championship. And it's a good thing because they had the best of player at it. Some time ago, they had the best of player and they still did not win the championship. And these are all mediocre players that they have that they were not like superstar and they still won the championship. But anyway, our
So
son,
that's a
it,
good news. So a Liberian kid who parents left from here during the heat of the Civil War. The kid has resurrected. Let me put it that way because he is now a millionaire at the age 18, 19. He's a millionaire. Yeah.
And his father had a very good job here. Father was working for a telephone company called AT&T, and he was having a executive position, making good
Mm,
money. He
mm.
was the one that was behind Lone Star to
You're
come here.
listening to that first hand information we're giving your soul. So
Exactly.
anytime you're talking about this kid, his father used to live where Chicken Soup is currently living. And that's
Yes.
the information he's giving us about this Thomas Sober boy father.
hmm
So
His
let's
father
listen.
was called Peter Sobo.
Sober.
He was a Barrow man. He was a supporter for Barrow. One of the engineer behind when Lone Star came to play Columbia in America here. Lone Star, if you remember, Lone Star came to play Columbia and because they defeated Lone Star 2-1 in that game. Peter Sobot, the one that paid his money for that to happen. At the time, he had an American Express card. An American Express card is one of the most valuable credit card in this country. You can do anything with it because it have no limit.
Hmm.
Yes, they give it to you, especially they got category of the card. They have the regular one, then they have the other one, they have the gold, and they have the premium. I mean the platinum. They have the gold and they have the platinum. When you get the platinum, you can do anything. You can even buy a
So that
house.
so Sober had the platinum.
Yes. All
Hmm.
right. And he came from Liberia and he had a cancer and he died here. He died before the COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, he died before the He was very energetic and strong sports supporter. They were one of those who used to organize a barrier and IE. People, well, time we used to go to Trenton, we used to all assemble in Trenton to watch a barrier and IE. Liberians from all walks of life, from all over America, used to assemble in Trenton for several years before we became so many of us now then we started having it sectionally. Like some people will be doing their own in Minnesota, some people will do their own in New York, some people will do their own in
So
Philadelphia.
those days, you just had one base. Everybody will
Yes,
assemble in Trenton.
Trenton. We'll be looking forward to that. And some of us don't even go to watch the game. We just go to associate because that's the time you see your old friends from
Yeah.
Liberia. For long, you have not seen eye to eye. You probably can speak on the phone. You talk
Abo
one,
to abo.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we can be looking forward for that July 26th game. Yes, it was
And
something.
it was all fun.
hmm I don't remember one day I've ever. I one day I took part in the game. I was one of the officials. I was a linesman. Yes, because they pay me. They pay me. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they pay me some the father. And in the game, one of my men playing the game, he said he had a penalty, and I didn't call for it, and it happened right in front of me. So when they paid me, he told me I gotta give him $20 because of that, and I gave him that $20.
But was it true that he had a penalty that you disallowed?
It was just allegation, man. He was joking.
But why you getting money $20?
I'm a man. I
You just
mean,
said
and
giving a man,
he
giving the
felt
man
that.
the $20 because the man, according to you, the man say saying you blow for the penalty, you must give him $20.
But you have to have an excuse now to ask your man for money. Our children in here, Terminator, our children in here, they can never ask you directly, Daddy, please give me $10 or please give me $2. They say, can you loan me $10? That's how they can beg. The moment the person, and you know they're not working, they ain't paying, but the person just don't want to come directly say, give me $5 or give me $2. Say, Daddy, can I hold $10? I will pay you back. That's their own way of begging you here. So anyone like the man, your man King, he looking for, even though they paying their own money, but he want extra money from me too now, you know. And he was standing right there, they give him the money. So since they were like that, I just have to pinch it to give him the $20. If he was not there, I would say, okay, my man, when I get it, I'll do that. And the crowd too many. So the moment I
No way,
slip,
no way you could lie to the man already.
no way, yeah. But we just bring in this story because we know this kid very, 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 very well. He was born right in our hand here. He's 18 years old, and this is his first year in college. And NBA have stopped people from taking you from high school.
Cool. Yes. Straight
Yeah,
to
from high
yeah.
school.
Straight to the
What
NBA.
they, yeah, what they do now is you have to go 1 year
In college.
in college, then they will draft you, or you go play in Europe for 1 year because if you come from Europe, you are NBA material.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm one of those who follow those things a lot. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we used to have a website here, me and Toyo, we used to have a website called Liberia Soccer.com.
I told you it's been a while. I haven't spoken with him. I told you
Toyo around, he just came from vacation in Japan. Yeah, his wife
Okay.
to Japan. His son, one of his children got married to a Japanese. So
Oh,
the
okay.
parent invited him. They went there to spend 1 week. They just came back last week.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, if you follow him on Facebook, you will see him in Japan. They were there for 1 week. So, brother, let's pray for this kid. Right now, he will not be playing actively even if the NBA start this season because they really don't need him like that. But he will be coach. He will be assigned, a special coach will be assigned to him. They will be training him in probably next year. He will really be active. He will be active
In the
next season.
NBA.
Yeah, if he's not traded, because most of the time even though he's there. But if Oklahoma see a very good player,
Then him.
not even him now, but very good player that they want to keep their championship and they still want to build their team, or if they find a very, very good player, they can trade
That plays the same role.
not even the same role with him. Let's say a player, because they have five players, they have forward, they have power forward, they have
Power
center,
guard,
they
center
have
forward,
okay,
yeah,
and then they have point guard.
point
So let's
guard.
say any of the position they need, and the person is very good. Okay, like the Nigerian kid in Milwaukee. Let's say if they want him now, they can give the money and some players. So he could be among those players. I'm not saying this is just an example I'm giving you because they can still draft you to a team and that team can trade you to somewhere else. Like Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was not drafted to Lakers, late Kobe Bryant. He was not drafted to Lakers. He was drafted to a team, one of the team from North Carolina. I just forgot their team name. North Carolina, what a team name. That Jordan owned that team now. So
Mm,
they were drafted to him. But when they wanted Lakers center, they wanted Lakers center. So the money they gave, they put Kobe Bryant, they add Kobe Bryant with the money. How can Lakers got Kobe Bryant? On the trading night, the night they were, I mean, on the draft night, he went to North Carolina, what they had seen there. Okay, I will come. So that's how it happened. So you can be for this team, and certain thing happen, you get traded to another team, and the team is a championship team. It's a very good luck for him to be there anyway. He could have been in any other team, but he's a rookie, and rookie year now that 4 years. I mean, he signed for 4 years with them. 4 years. He's have to be with them for 4 years, except they trade him.
hmm
And his salary is in a 4,700,000 plus, close to 5 million. That's what he will be getting. That's where rookies start from, especially when you are in the first pick, not the second pick. Like he among the first round pick, the first round pick. The first round pick is he was number 15 when he got drafted. You know.
That's good news, man. Good news for Liberia. I don't know whether the kid will ever, but anyway, I saw him with the flag of Liberia. So
But yeah, his mother was
yeah,
there.
he keep flying. He keep flying the flag of Liberia. Let's keep flying our flag, man. That's good news for our own. His parents left here. So those of you watching us, this is the kid. You can see the kid is right here. You can see him. All right, that's the kid. You see in his jacket, the Liberian flag. He's hugging his mom, and I mean that's good news, man. For
Yeah,
TS Thomas Sober at age
definitely.
18, he's a millionaire. That's good news for somebody from Liberia who is from a Liberian parent. Good news for us.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it is. So that's you want to whatever we say is here. You can take it anywhere. It can never change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever we say is on this program. We do not lie on the program, especially when so we are the throwback boys. Okay, the Rocktown boys. So what's our man? The what our man is? I always forget his
Zebra.
name. Zebra. Zebra preparing to go to the mosque. He can, but Zebra, if you listen to her, he can make a stop to us for at least 5-10 minutes before you reach the
Yeah.
mosque. You know.
I hope so because when I be leaving from here, you call, we'll take you call, we'll keep you. Because when we're leaving from here, you call, we won't have that time. So if you can call now, you gotta call us. This
Let me give
time
you
we this time we can go into other program times. So
let
you
me
know
let,
that. So
let
you
me
gotta
give you
call
some
us
of the
on time. Hmm?
let me give you some of the guy. They're funny. I'm watching the Prince Collie say he's watching from Johnsonville. Thank you for the update. Okay. We always welcome. And Prince Collie came back again. Say, my name is Prince Collie, watching you live from Johnsonville. Thank you for the update. And Venetius Junior Bar. How bad will be Venetius? Bar, a fuller last name.
Yeah,
Eh?
he's a
Venetius.
fan. He's a fan of Vinicius Junior. All right,
Oh,
the kid that plays for Real Madrid. So he just attached that Vinicius name
okay.
to his bar, but
So it's
that's
good.
not the name given to him by his parents.
Okay,
I
okay.
know
But
the kid.
anyway,
I know the kid, and I know his parents.
okay, we agree with that. We agree with that. Thank you. I'm following from Nuku Town. That's a borough. The only borough in Liberia. We don't
Mhm.
we don't post on that.
Yeah.
And yes, Salia Sony. Hornet, yes. North Carolina Hornet, yes. That's where that's in it. Thank you for what do you call that.
Yeah,
It's not
Salia, Salia, that's why you're not throwback, man. But thank you for making that research for us.
yeah, it's Hornet. Magic is in Florida. In Florida area because they have Magic and they have the other team. They have two teams in Florida. On the Magic is one, but Honest is the one that we.
Orlando Magic is one,
Yes,
and
and another
there's
one,
another one.
right? Then Joe Nangwe say, "Good morning, guys. There was King Burger fast food restaurant right by Rivoli, and one was opposite the Freeport of Monrovia. And I may want to get all back now to throw back that one.
Mhm.
Please, we would like to we would like for Zebra to explain small story on Hotel Africa and the former defense minister, the late Grady Allison. Okay, I mean, Zebra, when you come, this is your assignment here. Somebody giving you. They would like to hear about
Well,
Hotel Africa.
some of us, we know a lot about Grady Allison, and we also follow the Hotel Africa era during the days of the
They
OAU.
do, they
Yeah.
do, they do.
Mm-hmm.
During the days of Duo era, we used to
Yeah.
go to play gamble. That's when
Mm-hmm.
the slot machine that used to be.
Grady Allison was so powerful. I don't know what kind of defense minister was the Grady
I was
Allison.
living around Grady Allison area,
Yeah.
Wataya, before he
Mm-hmm.
moved. in Corwell.
In Caldwell, yeah.
Barbara Rose said, "Good morning. I'm following you up from my residence in Brooklyn, New York City. Thanks for the update to our countrymen." Talking about the kids, the basketball kids.
Mm-hmm.
And Paul Polita, your last name didn't come up, but Paul Polita said Kobe Bryant was picked by Charlotte Hornets. Yes, Charlotte Hornet. That's so true. Charlotte Hornet. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of people who know the story, man. You see, people
Yeah.
following, you know. Yeah, thank you for
So
assisting.
y'all know Liberia about a sports story too? Go come in ayos on sports story about Liberia.
That many people start
Yeah.
confessing, Don't make them start confessing, I beg you.
No, but I know a
Guys,
lot of people. I know a lot of people follow those days.
yeah. So
Yeah.
the program for all of us. Thank you for helping when you guys are listening. It's not for just us because we are in control, but it's for all of us. Whatever you think, like the guy who talking about Grady Allison. Grady Allison was a good man. What I know about Grady Allison in 1982, 83, he was living in Wataya. There's a place in Cornwall called Coffee Farm.
Hmm.
He was living right close to the train track. The train track and their compound was there was no big deal. It was right there. And we used to play close. The soccer field was right there. That's where we used to practice and play some of our game when we call for team from anywhere, right in our Coffee Farm area. I was there around 82, 83. And he was there until he built his mansion somewhere in Tomskov area by the water area there. And they
Hmm.
call it something compound. That's where he went and built his home. And then they moved from that water yard and moved there. He and the water woman, you know.
Yeah.
So
Wata. That was his wife, Wata Allison.
right. And one thing about him during those days when he was living at the water yard resident, he used to have a pickup. And when he taking that pickup going to work, he used to pick up people from the way going. Because at that time car business was hard. People standing, student waiting for taxi. When one taxi come, everybody join inside. Whether a dusty road or what. So he used to help. People used to jump in his pickup and he dropped them at the junction and pick up other cars to go wherever they're going. So I know that about him. And when it come to the Hotel Africa. Hotel Africa, one good thing about Hotel Africa was people used to go that weekend to play. They play, they gamble a lot. It was a decent play. They have
They had a casino there.
the casino.
They had Bacardi's Disco.
Right. So all those
Hmm.
places were there. People used to have fun, and they used to have the beach. They used to have villa.
The
Those villas.
villa. Yeah, they had the villa.
Right. So people used to go and have fun there over the weekend. Even sometimes we used to go there, even whether it's a weekend or not, we used to just go there and lounge. You got a new friend, girlfriend, whatever, you go there because it was a decent area to be and
Well,
isolated.
very decent, isolated. That when that place was built, the villa was being used by those presidents that came.
Mhm.
Yeah. So right after the OAU summit in '79, it didn't take too long. The coup took place. So the guys that really enjoyed the villa were the PRC guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And later on, when they started building their own homes, then they
Hmm.
left. And
Yeah.
then it was there now for different
Different.
reasons.
Yeah. People started coming. Investors coming, using the prop. Yeah. But
You know.
that place was so, like you said, isolated because those days when you go to Hotel Africa, everything about that place, they had their initial. The spoon, you
Mhm.
will see HA on it. The fork, the knife, everything they had, their initial was on it.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
that
a lot
place
of
was.
people
Hmm.
lose their money over there because that casino did a lot of things. Oh, a casino,
And a
we
lot of
most
accident
of
on
the
that
guys,
road too.
yeah, if you don't have a car, it will be hard for you to go around that area. But we were Rocktown boys, so we know people. We used to hang out anywhere, everywhere over the weekend. Whether we got money in our pocket, we get money, somebody will get money among us.
Or somebody will bring card for you to handcuff.
We also hang out, and we're not mean to each other. You know, when you're smart, you can never go broke. Especially when you are one of the smart students in a or a jovial student or athlete. All these people, half of them too, just go broke because
Yeah.
your friend will like you. You know, they will like you for some reason. How life is. Even right now, just look among yourself. The smart kid can never suffer. People always want to be around him. The jovial kid who make fun out of his friends, then people always around him. You know, there are certain things in you you can share. Your friend then can come closer to you, and you make them feel happy about it. You
Mhm.
know, that's how we live our days. When one person
You
gets
know,
money,
people just God just give everybody their gift. So people, some people give they got. I mean, people just love them for their gift. You know,
yes,
not for nothing else but the gift that
for
that
the
they
gift
have.
God gave
Yeah.
them.
Hmm.
You know, they know how to talk to people. They know how to help you to solve your problem. You know, those are the kind of that's how we grew up. You know,
Setting friends come around, he will keep everybody lively. Sometimes
yeah,
yeah, you'll be sitting down, nobody to keep the gathering going. That friend
you
will
know,
come and he would just turn the whole place upside down. Everybody would start to laugh and make fun.
and
So
make
that's
fun.
that. Hmm.
And those still one it's still in me because like we in the summer here now. There's a place the old people. I say old now, like senior citizen. No, I'm talking about 50, 60 in the 70 going to 70. They come outside to get fresh air. So there's an area we sit in. I see the old man then sitting when I go around and I make them laugh. Sometimes I say, but what happened? You're all sitting down, you see me, nobody can get up, give me seat. Then they start laughing. Look at the man.
Yeah.
That bring them out, how you do things with these people. And it's not a disrespect. It's just for them to at least have some fun. Because nobody in the country, my brother, is different from Liberia.
Yeah.
Nobody in the house with you.
And
You get
sometimes
you.
about the thing is when you sit back and you picture Morovia, just just those of you who are listening now that come from those days, the 70s, the 60s, the 80s, just
Mhm.
picture Morovia those days. You will miss a lot of things just by just picturing Morovia. You
You
start
even
think,
miss the traffic. You miss the traffic
"Hmm,
light
yeah,
because traffic light. I don't know how many people now see traffic light in Monrovia.
that the
Traffic
one the
light
Chinese that the one
all
the Chinese the Christmas light tap the Chinese people brought it. I don't wanna it really don't last.
Traffic light was right there around our area there, Benson and Gary Street. There was a traffic light there. Traffic light was on Randa and Gary Street, right there. Traffic light was on Center and Broad Street. Traffic light was Randa.
Lynch, Lynch.
Okay, Lane Street. Traffic light was there, and traffic light was on Randa and Broad Street, right there by the big tower, the
Mm,
clock. You remember that
yeah.
that clock used to be right there by
Hmm.
opposite the
Yeah.
executive mansion.
Yeah.
We used to have traffic light all over the place. Even Freeport used to have a big one in that intersection, and then Johnson Street had a big one right there. But how many of you guys experience traffic light? Everybody reach the intersection, they blowing horn, beep, 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 beep.
And one of the things that people really miss those days. Sometimes some show then will come. You gotta go fight for ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Setting
Yeah.
movie then Rivoli. Hey T Bad man. Thanks for sharing this back in the days. I remember sometimes there will be some kind of movie. Though women never want to watch the movie, some men they will be busy. They will send you in time. Some of them ain't get the strength to go in line to fight for ticket. So they will tell you, say, please go buy my ticket, I'll buy one for you. So sometimes you get 5, 10 ticket money in your hand because you the view. Everybody want to use you when you're
But what
staying
we
down.
used to do, what we all live in the city, what we used to do, we used to do business. The same way they do it here. We used to go and buy the day we get money, we can go buy like 5 to 10 tickets in our hand because we know the people coming
They
fireworks to see.
coming for it. They'll come, but yeah, that's true.
Yes.
That's
If the
another way
ticket is
too. Mm-hmm.
yeah, the ticket is 50 cents. We used to sell it like 60,
This, yeah, you get your late
60,
10 cent or
get
15 cent
10 cents
on it.
over it. And that 10 cents, that big money, oh.
Oh yeah,
If you get that big money with that 10 cents, don't say 10 cents because we in today now. Then you say 10 cents with nothing. 10 cents? I mean, 10 cents can take you from
10 cent high way though.
10 cents can take you from Dwara, carry you all the way to Uru or Effie. 10 cents can buy you food, you eat, you satisfy. Believe me. When you see 10 cent bull those days, 10 cent bull right, how you call it, our
Mm-hmm.
coach, Lapa Bido, you go in there, they give you 10 cent food. If you are not big eater, that 10 cent food can stay in your stomach all day.
Mm.
Believe me. When quarter, you get quarter, you can eat bread and butter, and you stay drink soft drink with it, just with quarter. All right.
Telling you.
Bread and butter, that 10 cent. The butter that 5 cents for a teaspoon, the bread 5 cents, then 10 cent, 10 cent for the soft drink. That's all in the 70s. We used to stay buy bread for 10 cent and I mean bread and butter. And bread and butter and soft drink was the simplest food for young boys. When we get small money, like if we get dollar in our pocket, then we will go above. We will not buy bread and butter again. We'll buy Lebanese bread with eggs
Yeah,
and put
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise in it. Now we get a little bit of money with Bisha now.
We had two leading salt during those days. You don't buy Fanta, you gotta take the grape Fanta.
But
You
this day
either
now,
buy the orange Fanta or you buy the grape Fanta.
yeah, but when you go to Lebanese bread now, most of the time you don't even go to soda again. You go to chocolate milk. Like you got small money in the pocket.
No,
Chocolate.
I used to love my grape Fanta.
Me too. I love grape Fanta. Grape
Yeah,
Fanta
grape
one of the
Fanta.
sweetest
There's
soda.
nothing contain flour that I would not eat
Mhm.
with grape Fanta. I used to
So
love it.
guys, we're gonna open the line so probably our man Zebra like to come last minute to time, and you can't hear last minute to time today you pay fine. He's scared.
Yeah.
He'll be afraid of me for him to leave Zebra. You go to that mosque, you must pray for us. Oh. Don't just pray for yourself. Pray
And
for
and,
us.
and, and those days too, they have club parts club. Oh. That
Mm,
certain club you can't fasting around because you will not enter. I don't
of
care
course.
what you do, you will not enter because it's not your peer in that club. So you can't go there. You even get money to think you will go there, you lie. They will not allow you because that club not for you. Everybody got their hero. Everybody got
Yeah,
their hero. They play with the big balls there. You can't go there. You got a part of hero. Where you go, you got to make a part of news. Now where the big balls are, you can't go there. So they have club in club. Yeah. When you see people
yeah.
leaving their community, they say, "Oh, I going on the lane," because that was his talk those days. I going on the lane. My man, what I meant go on the lane already. And
Yeah.
yeah. So those days when they say the woman go on the lane, you know how people interpret it. Say she gonna hustle, she go on the lane. That lane Jew that lane this, that lane, all gonna do what we used to call it. But they have club in club. That setting club, you picking your age, it can permit you to enter.
Definitely, my man. Man,
I
first
beg you,
of
yeah.
all, you go
I beg
around,
you,
say
yeah.
you yourself will see
You
yourself.
yourself will know yourself, say, I'm not supposed to be
This is
here.
not for me. Okay.
Your heart will burn when somebody open the club door because those days the club they had the soundproof. So
Exactly.
that club jamming, everybody inside there jamming, and somebody coming outside the way. You open the club door when you hear the echo from in that club, your heart will just be burning, but you still can't enter there because it's not for you.
we had some decent club for just Liberian big boys. One was on right on Lane, close to Broad Street, Sport Commission, behind Sport Commission, that they used to call it Lips.
Yeah, Lips.
Okay,
It was
Lips
yeah,
had
it was on Lane
exactly.
Street.
Yeah, Lane Street
Of
right
Mr.
there.
It was owned by Mr. Dunn, Edward Dunn.
Right. And they
This
have
this
one.
this guy this guy who was represented DJ Solo. Solo used to play there.
Okay.
Solomon George used to be your DJ there. I remember Lips.
Man, you try to call KOK. KOK is praising me here, calling me chicken soup. Look, KOK, you small boy to call that name.
Yo, man, KOK now somebody for the show,
Okay.
man.
KOK,
Some
you
of
small
Throwback
boy.
is called
I like
KOK
your,
name.
I like
Tune don't
no,
spoil the
I like
chicken
KOK
so don't.
joke.
Yeah,
I
that
like
it
his
was that it wasn't Joe the lazy Bene.
I like KOK joke.
They put lazy in your sonny go to the girl will say yeah. The girl
Look,
when that thing will get slapping.
look at KOK own a club. He call it. He say we had a club in Plibo called Diamond
Diamond
Light.
Light. My man, the Diamond Light we had in this town, Diamond Light was in Douala. As anybody that live around Douala, Newcretown, Point Four, Logan Town, Caldwell, Momo Town, Island Clinic area, they will tell you about a club called Diamond Light. Oh man, that place used to ball. Titus Charlie, the birthday man, what's up? Happy birthday to you, bro. Yes, we remember Club Muscatella. I remember Club
Oh, club
Muscatella.
is something
Yeah,
definitely. And that's
yeah,
that
yeah.
used to be one of my favorite drink
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
the tastes were quite different from other soda. And it
Yeah.
used to be in a bottle like the small club beer.
Mm-hmm.
How the bottle used to be. Let me bring in some other guy. One other guy here called Stephen Nangwe. He said, good morning, watching you from Pipeline. Then we said, Gloria Scott say, wow, make me happy and sad. Okay, oh, Molba Besa. Thank you, brother. Watching from Philadelphia, USA. Okay, bro. You're close to our man who just got drafted to Philadelphia and Trenton, the share common border. Then we have KOK say chicken soup that you pay KOK you pay fine on calling our name. Then we say again the diamond KOK came back again and say we also have another club in Pluto called Waterside Disco.
Oh yes.
I'm a Pluto too far away from Morovia. Pluto as
No,
a
but that was the only county. That was the only county. I mean, in terms of development, we could compare a little bit to Monserrado.
what will you say
But
that? You when you live in Nima County as San
no man, no man. Those days, man, Maryland County, Harper City, my man, you couldn't. No man. Yeah, they had, but I mean, Harper used to jam.
Harper used to jam, but Harper was too far compared to Nima, who were close to just 2 hour plus drive. You there, Sanikule, and what the other country, city name? There's two cities used to be
Yekepa.
Ibadan and all.
Yeah.
What? The next to me, the next after Monrovia, it was Sanikule then because those places were balling. Those Madingo boys then were spending money over there. All right. Spending good money. I ain't say Playboy then were not balling, but Playboy were too far away. And I think the KOK, the time KOK talking about, I don't know, because it was not before the war.
KOK, now somebody to talk about throwback. All right.
Yeah,
So
these places you're talking about, it's after the war, I guess,
yeah,
when they started picking
that,
up and running.
that ball there, what jumping that ball was no way. We're not even thinking about coming on this earth.
No.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
KOK, I
yeah,
love his joke. That I can't take it from him. His
yeah, no,
joke.
that joke, man. You gotta share that joke with all again. It's been a while now. You share that joke, KOK. So you gotta
Yeah.
share that joke, and you gotta call to share that joke. People listening, they would love to hear that joke from you. So
Another
that's
guy say,
they had another spot. They had another. You remember a place called Cool Cabin?
yeah, Kuka Band. Kuka Band
Yeah,
were right Yeah, Kookaburn. Where Kookaburn was? Man, those I was a
Mm-hmm.
top club.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kookaburn was somewhere around. That
Somebody
was
listening, please call and tell us where Cool Cabin was. And you also remember the JC Penny store?
JC Penny. Your man confess, oh, your man KOK say, I say I didn't see those club active.
Man, thought true.
He confessed.
He just heard about it, but he didn't see it.
The man want to promote his town now. Where
It's
you
down
think?
there, yeah, that Plebo ball.
Yeah, so our man say Henry T. Tool Jr. say, good morning. I'm watching from my resident in Cornwall. Thank for the update. Yeah, my man.
Aaron Tito Jr.
Yes, well,
I ain't even seen on that Jr.
Junior. I
So you
met
might
I
have seen us supposed to be talking with oil.
I spent some time in that Cornwall. I was there
We'll soon be
1980.
60 or some other year. We'll soon be 60. We close, oh.
Yeah,
We
I'm more than
close.
60, bro.
Soon
I'm more
as
than
chicken suya is more than 60. So I'm close to 60. All
I'm
right.
in the 60s now. So I'm supposed to be a
Just
grandfather now.
pop, pop, pop. I will be 60.
Yeah, I'm a grandfather, you see
So
me.
I'm
So you
close
know
to
what I mean?
60. So we
So
got age. All right. Don't you say
even if I
yeah.
die now, I still spend my own time. But
Yeah.
I'm still here you small, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. No,
I,
you don't we ain't ready for no you stay here, my man. You ain't going nowhere.
I'm here,
Yeah,
yeah.
we also remember the days of Morovia Rock. Oh yes, Morovia Rock. Yeah.
What? Look, we have fun. Our days, things were quite easy. We used to have our ice cream. We had two kind of ice cream: the good one and the not bad now, but the original and a little bit fake one. Two kind. They fasten. They put a fasten ice cream in the cone for you.
I won't say that I just say they had the cheap one, the expensive one.
Exactly, the cheap one and
Yeah.
the expensive one. And the
Mhm.
expensive one was very decent. Nice.
Oh
That's what
yes.
we wanted.
Yeah.
They have the cheap one. The cheap one, the headquarters used to be right on McLean and Ashmore Street. Since the rest side one gas station used to be there. That's where the
Hmm.
cheap coming from.
Hmm.
You know, it was not too
And that
sweet. It
gas
was
station
just too
stay there.
watery.
That gas station stay there.
Yeah, I think
It has a different name. I think it was Shell. I think it was Shell
yeah,
gas stations. I think some Shell or Mobile. One of the
yes.
two. Yeah.
Okay, it's been a while now, so I don't even
Hmm.
remember the name anymore.
Yeah.
But it was a decent area. They have the USIS. I think that's
Yeah.
right behind.
The United States Information Service, right around there.
So our days, we thank God. Our day, we never thought about anything like war or whatever because we used to. I used to be all over, man, all over, because everywhere was a walking distance for us, especially we in the heart of the city.
Yeah.
Everywhere was it. When we wake up, we in the street. We sleeping, we in the street. So that's how it was. But KOK, try to come and share some joke with us here. We love your joke. Okay? We love your joke. Somebody say Willie T. City. He said you was born 1968. Who was born 1968?
Hmm?
Who? He said somebody was born 1968. Who is that? You was born 1968. No.
I
Let
know
them
that
say
person talking about.
Darlington, something say we had club like
Oh.
Crip Hole and Cribby, Uncle Bill Disco in Yekepa. My man, the people not take out to somewhere else. Oh.
Yeah.
Yekepa, yeah, Yekepa, yeah, Yekepa. I was talking about Nima. Yeah, Yekepa.
They had a hit club there that the club this guy was coming from when he had a car crash, Richard Wilson. There's
All
a
right.
club that they are just opened there. I think it was Crab Hole. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it
Crip Hole.
was Crab Hole. Yeah. This Darlington, I'm quite sure it was Crab Hole. that the guys want to open on their way back to Morovia. They had a car crash. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, Crab Hole. I remember that was a
I
hit
think that
club.
was 19,
Yeah,
19,
I heard about that club. I think
right.
was it 80, 81, 82, Richard Wilson, 81,
I
82.
think it was 82. It
Okay.
was
Because
82.
the wake I remember what kid we came to town that day at the sports convention.
It was 82. He and this singer, Zach and Jiba, one of
Exactly.
them.
Yeah, Jiba Soiree.
Right.
Yeah, it was Jiba.
I remember that. I remember that. Richard Raw. We used to call him Raw.
Yeah, RAW.
RAW. Those are the guys that opened the FM station
FM
in
station in
Liberia.
Liberia. Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yes.
So, guys, you guys are beyond time. Oh, you're just enjoying nothing now. You know, at times things are just picking up. FM was booming.
I
You
don't know
know,
what are some of these guys. They really listen to people like Tommy Reens,
nah,
Herbert Grisby.
ever
All
grace me
right,
that. Oh, yeah.
Herbie Man. But a lot of people used to go for Herbert Grisby. But I mean, I was the kind of guy who got so addicted to Mr. Tommy Reens' voice. Oh, that old man,
Did
man.
Tommy Rain that used to come 12:30 music?
Yeah, Tommy Reens, he had a show. He had a show on the radio. He was in the military. He was in the
One.
military. He had a show on the radio, and they got their voice, man. Tommy Reen had voice, and he was also into commentary too.
Yeah, they reminded of Rose popcorn in a brown paper bag and with butter melting. You're so right. All
Mhm.
the young children that used to die for those popcorn, my man, were one of those. Popcorn, you remember those popcorn they like a wrapper, the paper long like the popcorn inside.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we could dip inside, eat it until it finished.
And the old man,
Yeah,
the old man that used to face the cayenne, they used to use the vis, that blue vis cup to measure the cayenne.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh yes, those days.
Yeah, thank you for helping us. This is a throwback for all of us who coming from the 60s, 70s, 80s. Stop right there. KO kid and just
Everybody
trying.
get boundary. Everybody get boundary. We ourselves too. We get boundary. That certain people when they're talking about Morovia, we can talk.
No, no, no. But those
Yeah,
people were in the dark days, man.
but we saw Morovia, but you won't tell that one. Maybe it'll be aged or the person had money. They used to go, but we saw Morovia.
Mm-hmm.
We saw
And
Morovia too.
everything was fun for us. Everything. During August 24, my man. And you remember August 24 all the time it used to rain?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Marching from
Yeah,
well,
August 24. Oh, just expect rain on that day.
that day, no matter
It
what happened,
just got to rain.
it got to rain. You're
Yeah,
proving me wrong if I'm lying here. Some of you
that's
guys
true.
who know what we're talking about.
People will
Yeah.
get plugged in their uniforms, going home shivering.
But all of that used to be fun for us.
Yeah,
When rain, I used to be in. I went to Western High, so I used to love to be in the special food. How they used to
so
call it
the
when
special
you were
unit.
special units. I
Yeah,
love. We used to go to the barracks to practice for a whole week. We practice it. Arrow. What
ROTC.
see?
We call it the Reserve Officer Training Corps.
Exactly. We used to go borrow those army garden uniform, and
You
wear
know,
it.
you know, Tunis that all the thing that may all because the team what they have on see, the team what they hear and see, yeah, because being to the military and hanging out with some of the guys that you were not even thinking about hanging out with, those days. I mean, when life start changing for you, you see yourself hanging out with some folks. You say, "Wow, that means yes,
Mhm.
so that means sitting down with it, man. That means sitting down. I
Yeah,
never
I
had a
tell you,
thought that I would ever sit with this person, but you never know.
we got another guy, Uncle Nooch. He said, "Good afternoon, Freedom Family. My name is Nooch M. Cano. You guys just like my father. I know. Peter
Yeah,
M.
with your pa.
Kenu. Always he can lecture me about the days. But man, you better listen. We in your father figure. We like that respect. And another guy came again, uh, Clay Richard, the the news reporter those days were Ivan Fifth of
Mm-hmm.
ELBC in the
Yeah,
60s
Alvin Fix.
and 70s. Wow.
Alvin
This guy,
Fix. Yeah,
they
I
got to
remember the
go
Alvin.
way back. I don't remember that guy. Trust me.
Who
I
Alvin Fix?
no, I don't remember him.
Oh no, Alvin Fix. I remember Alvin Fix.
They got
Papi used to
talking about
get
60 and
charged. Papi
70.
was a charge man. He used to like getting charged.
Okay.
Right after the 1979 Res riot, he read that 2 o'clock news.
Oh,
Alvin Fix. Yeah, Fisk. That was his last name. Fix.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
my man. Clear,
And
Claret,
we had guys like the guy who was beheaded during the 1985 vision, Charles Billion. All
Charles
right.
Beyond. Wow.
Yeah, Charles Billion. You had Charles Billion. You had Kwame Clement.
But Charles Beyond,
You
they
had
were
Joe
in
Morris.
the, they were in the 80 now.
Yeah, you had Joe Morris before Joe Morris. You had Wilman Machinini. You had Justina Gibson. These are all newscasters.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have Mariam Flan.
Yeah,
She's
you
also
had this
for,
Fenico Weaver. Fenico Weaver was some of the names that took to the stage those days.
but the most
Television,
brilliant,
radio.
the brilliant, the most smart and brilliant newscaster in our days in the 80s was Kwame Clement.
Yeah,
You
man,
could
don't look
read
at the people.
from looking in the paper. We
Yeah.
knew that's one thing about him. Like others, he down looking. I mean, would just tell you the story and tell you like it is. You know, he was very smart. He became I think he became student council president, right? And-
Mm-hmm.
yes, and my brother was a vice president. They had I think they were the independent party.
Oh
He
yes, yes. This that's another name here. I sat under his tutorial or titles. Steve McConnell.
oh
Uh, yeah,
Steve
Steve
McConnell, yes,
McConnell. Yeah,
Steve McConnell. He used to
Francis Duana.
yes.
Radio had TV, radio those days. We had the best. Oh
Hmm.
yes, we had the best.
So we're going to open it loud so we can hear from some of you guys who thank you guys who give that was who sent a little bit comment. Yeah, thank you so much for contributing, participating. We love that. Thank you. So we're going to open those who listening who want to at least give us 30 seconds because we don't have enough time so other people can go. 30 seconds. Just tell us what you remember in back in the days before the heavyweight war. Sheikh Silla, Oliver Shannon. Yes, we know
Yeah,
Shannon.
Olivia Channel. Yes. Oh yes, Olivia Channel.
Olivia
That
Shannon.
was
Yeah,
yeah, Olivia Channel.
yeah, we
You see
remember
her?
her.
She,
Shannon, yeah,
she used to look like Olivia Channel.
she's yeah.
Yeah, she's just look at her. You look at Dion Warwick. They got slight resemblance.
You know, Dion always still living.
Yeah,
She's a
yeah,
very old woman now. I just
yeah.
saw her.
The host of Solid Gold. The host of Solid Gold. Dion
Yeah,
Warwick. Yeah.
Dion Warwick, she's still living. She's in
Mm-hmm.
her 90 now.
Very old.
Very
I
old now.
saw I saw one of her recent pictures. She's very old.
I think last week she was interviewed by one of the stations.
Okay.
All right, guys. Our throwback. Yeah, thank you for listening. Terminator going to include you guys. Please call. We're just giving you 30 seconds because a lot of people probably want to call in a few minutes to contribute. We're just having fun because this is the only show own radio station here in Liberia. If anybody else got it, they buy it from us because we're doing this for almost 10 years. We can break and come back, break and come back. But we promise you guys, probably the rainy season will be entertaining you every Friday morning. Terminator is all yours.
Thank you very much, Chicken Soup, and Zebra. We stay anticipating your call every day.
Now let
You have
Zebra
to
stay
call
over
in.
there, man. We want Zebra to
When
kind.
Zebra, when I leaving, you call me. I won't have the time. Oh, if I ever play, I'm really tired. It really immediately when I jump from here, I'm gone. So you got to call me now. All right. So let's go to the phone lines and hear from you, please. We want people to call from the 80s, at least your eyeball open by the 80s.
Hmm.
When your
That's
eyeball open by the 80s, then it means say you know something. So at least we were born in the 60s. Uh, we grew up the 70s, the 80s. So we saw a lot of things happening in this country. So you don't call us and say you're from the 90s. We're not talking to 90s people. We want people to call us from way back.
mhm.
So Omen Sam Sion, Zebra, call. He's on the line. So I
Yes,
don't know what
man.
your input going to be like today for this throwback. But let me say good afternoon to you.
Hey, where is my brother Chicken Soup? Good morning to you.
Your brother always here.
Tell that man we want to see
Yes,
you
sir.
always
Thank
coming
you,
late.
thank you for yelling with my knee several times, giving me warning about a camp. I will be cut off. I will be, as usual, intentionally deleted from the page, from the throwback page. Thank God I followed that instruction. I'm right now on the radio.
So
How
what's up,
are
my
you?
man?
How you guys doing this morning?
We okay, man. We just been missing you. We started the throwback. We're not hearing from you, and you're one of those that can really spice it up on the throwback. So
Hey
it's
man,
good.
somebody threw a challenge
That's
to
right,
him here.
right. And right now, the time probably right now, you only got 14, 15 more minutes on the show.
Yeah, but somebody threw a challenge for you. The person want you to give us a little bit information about the former defense minister Grady Allison. What do you really
Oh
know
yeah, I
about?
have. Oh yeah, I have a lot about him.
And Hotel Africa.
I
And Hotel
remember
Africa.
And Hotel Africa
1980.
too. The president want you to tell us about what you know about Hotel Africa and the late Grady Allison.
Okay, so let's start from Radio Allison. Name is Radio.
Dio, yeah.
Radio Allison. 1988. I remember President Dole. Then the defense ministry were on Benson Street.
Mm-hmm.
So President Dole paid a courtesy call to the defense ministry. One of our friends from the EPS, then the SS, his name is Sam Rodendo. He was then how to call the ARC, the most close person to the president. I was then a very young boy, very, very young boy in 1988. And, having a car during those times, Terminator, what it was to have a Honda,
Mm-hmm.
So I then got on Benson Street and I saw the president convoy or a black, the president convoy, the whole street was black. I said, what happened? They said, president is down to defense. So I left my car and then walked in the middle of the road and then went very close. I knew Allison, I followed him, but we never had relationship, like where he know me, no, he never know. So my first time going close with him, so I went very close to President Doe. I was then standing there along with the EPS guy. EPS Sam Rodento is living, he's in Nigeria right now. We talk every day. So Sam Rodento, that was there, Wallow, Sam Rodento, but I don't want to Wallow on that trip. So then I went near the president. Then I was now in EPS uniform, having my regular plain clothes. So
And you were wearing a Ray-Ban.
Yes, how you know? Yes, and in fact, my Ray-Ban is the one most of the time. You know what we used to do? So now your friend will borrow the Ray-Ban. So now your friend will put a glass on. So now your friend will borrow the Ray-Ban and so occasion. That how Sam Roland told that I became very close to that. They used to borrow my Ray-Ban. The one with
the guitar string.
Yeah, the one with the guitar string. You put it around your ear.
Mm-hmm.
You put around, yeah, you put a guitar string around your ear. So then I went there very close, like my first time, and then because of my proximity to the president, Grady Allison was outside. This is not inside the building. He brought the president outside, to bid me by when he was getting the president getting in the car. So he finally saw me. He looking at me, this very young boy, then trust me, when I was young boy, I used to be a handsome boy. I assisted something else or owner. So he tells me about who this say
the organization, man.
Who is this? He asked President, man, start laughing and listen to the story.
I'll listen for
He
me.
tells the president, no. And well, man, you don't spoil the show.
Go ahead, Zebra. Go ahead, we're listening.
Your time running.
Go
So
ahead.
he then tell the president, no, I'm talking this thing on radio.
Mm-hmm.
He tell the president, no. He say, who is this guy? Apparently, he got used to the people that was president.
Hello? Okay, Zebra, you have to call back. You can go without this information. We need to get you on. Mm-hmm.
Then he then held my hand. He shook my hand. That was the first time. Then behind me, about 2-3 feet away was the late Colonel Thomas Banga. Thomas Banga was the chief of special special operation in the Liberian National Police. He was also the chairman of the Doe family. So he was standing down my papa. He was standing right behind me. So we shook hands, everything from there. He got in his car. President got in the car. They closed the door. President car left. Then Grady Allison was walking back on the set in the 10 minutes. Then I walked to Link. I then walked to the corner of Link and Benson Street where my car was parked.
Okay, that's where they had the arsenal.
The Arsenal, Arsenal was right there where
Yeah.
OK radio station is.
Exactly.
Arsenal.
On the side was Sanford Dennis High School.
Yeah. So my disappointment was when people lie on Radio Allison, accusing of being the one. One of our friends in the police, his name was Patrolman J. Melvin Pine.
Mm-hmm.
Patrolman Melvin Pine body was found
on the track.
track in
Cornwall,
with part missing. Properly ritualistic kind of activity. So Patrolman Melvin Pine was found over there and Radio Allison. I think am I still on?
Yeah, on. Yeah, live. Go ahead. We're listening.
All right. So the body was found on the train track in Cornwall. And then a group of people, Jacob Nimland, the rest of the people, the CID.
Yes, CID those days.
The CID, Jacob Nimland, Colonel Richard Gold, Chief of Intelligence. All these guys, I don't know how it happened. These guys, for some reason.
Oh, this inter.
So that was my disappointment. Grady Arthur was a good man. He was a strong man.
But Zebra, do you remember the situation involving the Chief Justice at the time, Chair Chipo, and Grady Allison in Caldwell?
Yes. Grady Allison, Chair Chipo was very hostile. Even though the children are my friend, that man was very hostile. The man was going to missing people. He was more than his authority.
But the situation I'm talking about, at the time, Caldwell had just one breach. So when car going, the car that coming from inside Caldwell will have to wait. So they had a green light there. That's what I'm saying. So sometimes when the light is not functioning, the police will be there to direct. So this day, the Chief Justice was coming and the Defense Minister was coming. So the Chief Justice had to go ahead, but the Defense Minister felt he had this proximity with the president. So he just put his convoy in the middle of the breach. blocking the convoy of the Chief Justice from moving. So that was the situation, and the president got involved.
I know about it.
Yeah, I remember we're in St. Mary's at the time. We had it was just after school when that happened. So we ran from the campus to go there. They said, "Oh, the defense minister, the chief justice, they fighting on the breeze." So when we got there, that was the situation. The president had to send some SATU guys there to put things under control. I don't know whether you remember that situation. Zebra, you stay there? This internet thing is kind of acting up. The internet is acting up. Zebra, I hope you can call. Yeah, I think you're better now. Yeah, your line. You maybe you can call direct, right? So we got 8 more minutes. Let's use the 8 more minutes together, and then we go home. So let me bring back Zebra on the line. So is yeah you remember, right?
Am I live?
Yeah, you're alive. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is right. They want camp break. So the issue was misrepresented. Brady Allison was living in Corwell, and then church people also live in Corwell.
Mm-hmm.
All of them got several places over there, and that was not the first time. The first time when the chief justice was coming through, the defense minister parked off the road and allowed the chief justice to park, and the chief justice parked in the bridge for a few minutes for whatever reason, and then he was not letting the minister to cross. That was the first time, and that was handled. Later on, he left. So apparently, the second time, and the misrepresentation, you people, students from that place, then believe that it was the defense minister who blocked the bridge, something like that. It was church people who said the men shouldn't cross the bridge. That's what happened.
No. I remember because I witnessed that situation. I witnessed that situation. What happened was the chief justice was almost in the middle of the breach. All right, that is seeing power. Look, this guy was so powerful. That's one of the Grady Allison. I don't know, but Grady Allison was more powerful because even if that guy come into work in the morning, as soon as I met convoy when the minister is around Broad Street, that Lynn Street area, all the way to Benson Street, you see the military police. Yeah,
you have a Volvo car.
The guy, he was my father buddy. He was a buddy to my father. He was when he was defense minister. He was chairman of the board of LEC.
And he was also the chairman of the Joint Security of the Republic of Nigeria.
Okay, so you see how powerful the guy was at the time.
And because of that power, because of that, people plotted against him, and then they intimidated him. They lied to the president of Nigeria.
Exactly.
Brady Allison got killed because what if Brady Allison was leaving? There are not going to be no rebel activity. The rebel were not going to succeed. Brady was in charge. I don't want to go into security or politics, but Brady was a good man. I can say this publicly. He was a good man. Look, the society building up Benson Street after the coup, a lot of people were in that society building. The police had eviction order from the society grand master. They tried, they couldn't move the people. But Brady Allison got ready. I want to see one person in that building. The next day,
man, that guy was too powerful, man. I never saw a powerful defense minister.
It's good to have power and use it wisely, not just misuse the power. Brady was good. The next day,
but the guy was so authoritative to the extent that the people in the president's cycle got afraid. They say the mayor, if we're not careful with the mayor will overthrow you. So I mean, they did all they could to set him up.
You remember the incident where the late president Samuel told Colonel Gaddafi that if he played with fire,
yeah, they went for
behalf of the United States. You know who was pumping it? Brady Allison. Brady told you things that would kick your eyes.
Yeah.
And then Samuel told the late president then power phrase the war. You know, kick your eyes. He said, look, you play out. I will jump you and beat you. I'll beat you. if it does stupidity America, I'm going to beat you. So Brady did that. And Brady Allison did
Mm-hmm. That's this.
Woody Harrelson was a good man. Don't let anybody try to, throw the fight.
See, right, let's take a minute from you so we can go because we don't
Yes,
have
I
time.
know your time is off.
Yeah,
So,
so
the way it is today, Terminator, let us keep the message of restoring Morovia. I don't know whether it's resonating with people. Getting Morovia back to a pre-war status. That means clean city, good people, friendly people, good neighborhoods, good neighborhoods, and we try to see how we can have our people, just connect with each other.
and
Making sure it's a drug garbage on the street. I think Terminator, we need to get this man for MCC.
yeah, we'll
The
talk.
MCC man.
Shahrukh. Yeah,
Yeah, we need to just have to come talk about
yeah,
Morovia on
but
that show.
it's not going to be easy though to bring back that Morovia that we knew. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
It's not going to be
Yes.
easy
It's not
because
gonna be. Thank you so much, Terminator, for today. Let's see how we can keep the football from bringing Morovia back.
okay, all right. Let's go back to our man Chicken Soup all the way there in the States. We couldn't take calls today. The conversation carried us, so we apologize to our, followers and listeners that we promise you next Friday we have a special segment for phone calls. So we apologize for today. So Chicken Soup, let's go home.
Uncle Noosh said chicken soup after the show. Please tell Terminator play one of the Normandy music from Angel, Michael, or Christoph.
Angel Marco, them music and normal day music. We're gonna man so.
Angel
We talking about
Marco,
normal day music. Is it Angel Marco music?
Angel Marco, them they are not
Because he
normal.
did a song called Normal Day, so you think that Normal Day, you were just talking about the things that happen Normal Day, oh.
Normandy,
But
and
Angel
you
Marco,
didn't experience it. All right, Angel Marco, a young boy for Normandy.
yes, just man, just
So
coming up, bro.
we next time we will keep that for next week. Please listen to our next week Friday morning. God give our long life, good health. We'll be back here next week. Yeah, thank you so much for participating. We love this. It's to exchange this thought for our children, and our children should know exactly we were better off than what they are today. Okay, yeah, thank you again. We have commercial obligation. So, Terminator, again, thank you. You slept here last night and you're still here. I think it's about time now to relieve you so you can go and stretch your. Is it raining out there or it look like raining?
I'm not too sure it's raining. I'm not too
Okay,
sure.
well, definitely you expect the rain today, tomorrow. Like we read the weather report last night.
Hmm.
The weekend is going to be a wet weekend for y'all. So you'll be prepared for it. Sunday will be a better day. Sun will shine. Thank you again. This is your good friend Chicken Soup from Galley Street, all the way Central Monrovia, Galley Benson, and the graveyard. That whole terrain used to be my terrain. Yeah, thank you. And join on next week, Friday, the same time, same station, myself and Terminator. Terminator, have a
Thank you.
nice full weekend.
You too, man. Chicken Soup, it was nice, and it's always nice how sharing the platform with you. God's willing, will be here next Friday with another throwback. Until then, y'all take care. Keep the peace. Let's keep loving our country, Liberia. We out.